Welcome to Scary Mary Asia, a place where ancient myths whisper in the dark, where forgotten legends rise again, and where every shadow has a story to tell. From haunted villages deep in the jungles, to cursed temples, restless spirits, and creatures that walk between worlds, here we uncover Asia's darkest tales. If you love chilling stories, mysterious legends, and real-life hauntings, you're in the right place. Every day, we bring you stories that'll make your skin crawl, and maybe make you question what's real. So, before we begin, hit that subscribe button, because your support keeps these stories alive and helps this channel grow. And trust me, you don't want the spirits to be the only ones watching. Scary Mary Asia, where myths breathe and nightmares come alive. Dracula, the Lord of Blood, they say. Evil never dies. It only sleeps, waiting for the world to forget its name. And in the mountains of Transylvania, where mist never lifts, one name still echoes through the stones of time. Dracula, the Lord of Blood. The first true vampire. Welcome to Scary Mary Asia, where shadows tell stories and the dead never rest. If you dare to walk with me tonight, hit subscribe, because in this world, knowledge might just save your soul. Our story begins with Jonathan Harker, an English solicitor sent to meet a mysterious nobleman deep in Transylvania. The villagers warned him not to go. They whispered prayers and crossed themselves at the sound of the Count's name. As night fell, a black carriage appeared, its driver cloaked in shadow, eyes burning faintly red. Through forests of twisted trees and ancient crosses, Harker arrived at the castle of Count Dracula, a fortress of silence and stone. Dracula welcomed him with a strange grace. He spoke softly, his words precise, but his eyes, sharp, hungry, never left Harker's neck. The Count never ate. He watched Jonathan eat instead, as if studying the living, and Harker began to feel something wrong. No servants, no sound by day, only whispers at night. One night, through a keyhole, Jonathan saw the truth. Dracula crawling down the castle wall, head first, like an insect cloak fluttering in the moonlight. Soon after, the castle stood silent. Dracula had vanished. But his coffins had not. A ship called the Demeter set sail for England, carrying only boxes of earth from Transylvania. Days turned to horror. Crewmen disappeared one by one. The captain's log ended with trembling words, "He is here." When the ship finally reached England, it was empty. Only the captain's lifeless body remained, tied to the wheel. His eyes open to the sky. London was never the same again. The fog thickened, the nights grew colder, and women began dying, pale and bloodless, with twin wounds on their throats. Among the victims was Lucy Westenra, the friend of Mina Harker. Doctors failed her, but Professor Van Helsing knew the truth. He spoke one word that froze the room: vampire. They opened Lucy's tomb one night. With heavy hearts, they ended her curse. But their true enemy was still out there, more powerful than ever. The hunters, Van Helsing, Mina, and Jonathan pursued Dracula across Europe. Through rain, snow, and blood, they followed his trail back to his homeland. In his castle, they found him resting in his coffin, surrounded by the earth of his ancestors. As dawn broke, Jonathan Harker raised his blade and drove the stake through the Count's heart. The body turned to dust, the curse broken, but in the silence that followed, Mina whispered, "Is it truly over?" They say evil never dies, that somewhere in the shadows, the blood of the vampire still flows, waiting for darkness to rise again. This is Scary Mary Asia, where nightmares never end. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to subscribe, because next week we're going deeper into the dark. And trust me, You don't want to face what comes next, alone.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like, share, and comment.